guys who are in protocol who weren't on the ice today, or any word on any of them that are moving closer to returning? Any progress there?
Yeah, I'll have an update on that next time we meet because today was that question didn't get answered. We didn't have enough information to say, yeah, they're back. So hopefully by Sunday we know more on that, and I can give you a definitive yay or nay on that.
Haig was out there and didn't have a non-contact jersey on, so I assume that yesterday went well.
Yeah, it did. He responded. I just spoke to him on the bench after the skate. He feels very good, with the exception of not having, conditioning practice, better practice pace and speed, and so it's going to take him a few good practice days. We'll see where he's at after the next couple, how he's feeling then. But as far as the injuries, he's very confident that he's not feeling it.
Bryson, could he potentially play Tuesday?
He could. I would expect him. He was in protocol and looks fine. He wasn't dealing with an injury. So I would expect him to be available for us on Tuesday.
And Dustin, just a day or two, he didn't really take any shots. He was on the ice, but is today a step, I guess, in taking shots again and stuff?
Yeah, he is. We're going to get more information each day, and he's going to get a little more volume each day now to see how his response is. So he's not ready for Tuesday, nor is the plan Tuesday. The plan is to get him a little bit more practice intensity over the next couple practices to see how he responds and feels to that.
When you're getting close to your full D4 here, just what if...
It doesn't feel that way.
When you have the full group together, what kind of group is it? What excites you about it, I guess?
Our young guys definitely excite me. Bryson, Dolls, Yoki. Those guys have continued to get better. What we put in front of them, they internalize well and compete well to improve in those areas. So they target very well. So I'm excited about their future. The other guys are in another group, obviously a lot more experience with Butcher, Pizik, Hag, Miller, and those guys, we just need them to be stable for us. To be a stabilizing presence, be able to play a real simple, hard, direct game, and when they're all capable of that, and the goal and objective for them is to provide that consistency and stability with simple, hard, and direct.
Maybe you wouldn't have thought it in training camp, but do you sense you've missed Hag more than maybe you would have expected?
Yeah, it's you'd love to get guys back in the lineup, and you miss anybody when they're out that's capable. So, you can lump in Anderson and Middlestead and Tuck, and there's a lot of guys we really, really miss. And I would say Hag was and is a key component on the penalty kill with his ability to block shots. But then you flip to the other side, and at the same time you're missing Tuck on a power play, you're missing Middlestead on a power play, and so it's in Anderson, who came in as our number one, we're missing him too. So yeah, we miss everybody.
I'm curious, watching the shots today. I've watched different coaches with Dolly, and nobody really gives him a shot, in shootouts. And he's pretty slick with the puck. He can stick handle pretty well. What is the thought process? Are you tempted sometimes to give him?
He's always on my list. He's always on the cusp of of being thrown in the shootout. So yeah, he is. He's probably in the next group of three guys that we have comfort in shifting to them at any moment based on, we haven't had a lot of shootouts, so Thompson's been pretty good, and so you're going to guys that maybe are hot in the game and have a little bit of history of it. If we had 15 shootouts, for sure, absolutely, Dolls would have been in that next group of two or three guys that would have went.
You think that's something he could excel?
I do. He likes pressure moments. Spoke of it last night. He exudes confidence in those moments. His belief system is strong, and obviously his skill set is too. So, yeah, I mean, it's he's intriguing, and he's always on my card for say I have 6 shooters for shootout, he's in there. He could get bumped if a guy had 2 goals in a game that might not be in that 6. So, in the moment you're gauging that.
What does John Hayden just offer you as a fourth liner who plays heavy? He has that mix of skill. I think he had like 7 shots the other day.
Yeah, just what I said about those 4D that are older, experienced guys. Consistency, just predictable consistency up and down the rink. Every puck touch, every puck battle, the same thing, and you get that consistency out of John Hayden. We could, in this room, write down his identity, and he's playing to that each and every night, and he's practicing to that each and every day. He's very consistent, and he knows his identity well. He knows how to imprint that in a game, and he prepares immensely to do that. He's ready to impose his skill set within the context of the role we give him within any game, and that he does very consistently, and that's now it's effective. We know when to use him, what situation to put him in to succeed. It's the guys that aren't consistent that's tough. Do I put him out there now? Because it's a spin of the wheel, a roll of the dice sometimes. If not sometimes, it is if the guy is not consistent. And Hayes brings consistency every game.
I'm sure it would benefit the development of all your younger guys if you guys were in full strength, or if you weren't without Middlesex, if you weren't without Tuck. So, with that in mind, as a coach, how have you navigated that to make sure that development isn't stunted, despite the fact that you guys don't have the depth that you'd like? You don't have Alex Tuck playing alongside Tage Thompson. So how have you sort of balanced?
Yeah, when you don't have, say, Middlestead and Tuck, if you add Middlestead and Tuck in, for example, Tage Thompson now plays against the 3rd and 4th D on the other team. And then Cousins plays against the 5th and 6th D on the other team every shift. So they feel a lot better about their game playing against, down the lineup, or vice versa. You're on the road and they want to match up against Thompson's line. Well, then Middlestead gets the 3rd and 4th D, and or whatnot. And that is significant in extra time and space and reason to feel good about your game. And it's unfortunate, but we knew and know we're still in the developmental phase. I mean, these guys are going to be far better players than they are today, and we all see it, week by week, month by month. So I don't mind the adversity now. It's actually good for us now because we are developing. We can, if we internalize that properly, it is going to make us better, bigger, stronger, faster, wiser, and we just have to keep pushing through with the confidence in that end result. And our job as coaches is to make sure they're ultra competitive when pushing it through. I'd love to, again, we try to win and want to win every night. We have to have a presence knowing we're going to win in the long run, and we're going to compete to win in the short run. But the short run stresses can't take us off track from that competitive grind that we need, and I'm happy with our guys because they're doing that. So, results with consistency will follow that. If you waver, they're not going to follow.
How is Casey doing with what his rehab?
He's pretty excited. I spoke with him, for a bit this morning, and the medical team was talking about date, and Casey's shaking his head. Nope, I'll be back sooner than that. So he's feeling very good, and he's still weeks away, but he's closer, and he's very confident in how he feels that he's going to be soon back to 100%.